Newcastle striker Nile Ranger has been arrested.
First episode of the series. Welcome back.
I'm a different man.
You look different. What have you done?
Yeah.
I've got bloody shackles on my back.
Oh, the old ball and chain.
Bloody weddings.
Bloody wives.
Married man now.
Master, when does this actually go out? Because it might be, might be on the rocks by.
What a
Yeah.
summer. Can
Yeah.
I just say that?
Yeah.
We're all like good summers. World Cup. Weddings.
Weddings
Yeah.
and World Cup, I'll go in that order.
Yeah. No, it has been good. I'm glad. Welcome back.
Yeah.
First episode of the series, Mr. Nile Ranger. Ranger Danger.
High voltage.
When we kiss.
By the way, a little bit like Ravel Morrison for me. Totally different to what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally different what we expected, but very similar in terms of, I feel like there's a lot of naivety there
Yeah.
when it comes to the life of being a professional footballer.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll...
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you think.
No,
anyway.
I'll be on. When I used to see all the articles and everything at the time, I thought, oh, I bet he's a right knob. But I'll say again, prove me wrong, and that's he did. What a nice guy.
We go into
Yeah, it
everything
was.
as well, don't we? Even the not so great stuff.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's very topical because we sadly lost Kevin Keegan recently, but I think you're right when you say calling him Keegan when he was his manager.
I don't think that's
is-
naivety. I think that's stupidity. If I'm going to be honest with you, Niall, that were a little bit stupid.
Say that. Well, should we get Niall in?
Yeah, let's get him in, and you let us know what you think. And once again, thanks for coming back. Fat. So I'm going to kick off with a question from Paul White. Why are you letting the Kettering director of football with 4 Barbados under 16 caps bully you?
All right, cool. So should we talk about that?
You can do
I
mate.
knew that you do that, Whitey. Why did you have to do that?
Teammates at, are
He's
they
just trying to
teammates at Kettering.
Yeah.
teammates at Kettering. I ain't really spoke on this, but Kettering, I should have a statue there soon. I'm hoping, yeah, because I done my stuff for Kettering. But obviously, and everyone will say it, but obviously, I always have a love for Kettering. Do you know what I'm saying? But there was little bits, things behind closed doors where it kind of messed me up at Kettering just a little bit. But obviously, on the pitch, I was doing my stuff. That's like most clubs. George is the chairman, actor of Kettering. Top bloke. But he has a best friend called Fabian Ford. Fabian's a good guy as well. I don't dislike anybody, but he was just a bit like, I don't know. I said, when they got rid of me, I said, why did you get rid of me? Because it's like, I'm your main man. Like, I was top goal scorer of the league at the time, everything like that. But I must have crashed out because I was getting paid like bit cash, bit here. But I must have had a shit game. I'll be honest, I had a stinker. I've gone in my car, I've counted my cash and I've counted it wrong. So because I've had the stinker, I'm maybe taking it out on whoever, whatnot. I've gone back with my envelope like, hey, this is the wrong money. I slammed it on the floor. The chairman's come to me like, what are you doing? Because there's still fans about, innit? So it's like, what are you doing? Like, you can't do this. Like, but I did it, yeah? Then I think they followed me out now. I've gone bonkers, by the way, like head loss. And then they're like, that's it, man. Like, that's it. No more of you. And I just signed a deal with them again throughout the season. So it was fresh, like, do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, I've counted my money wrong. I counted it fast.
You've counted it wrong.
I've counted it wrong, so it was my fault. I'll be honest, it was my fault. Yeah, I've counted
But
it
you've
wrong.
gone in
Because
raging.
Gone in raging. But it was away against St. Ives. We was playing St. Ives in, I can't remember the cups. I don't want to sound big time, but I can't remember the cups. There's like, I don't even know if it was a Suzuki Cup or some type of cup was in the non-league thing. And we played it, had a stinker. I can hold my hands up. And then pissed off, got the envelope, counted it in the car, gone back and said, the money's wrong. Slammed it on the floor like, yo, fix it. Walked away. George, the chairman, he's like, you can't do, he's picking it up. I see him picking it up, but I actually like George a lot. Like, I've got time for George. He's a good character. But with Fabian, going back to Whitey's point, they've come up to me like, no, you can't do this. I think that's it now. And I'm like, well, like, you give me the wrong money. Count it right now. I've counted it and I counted it. They were right. So I was wrong. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm stubborn, so I didn't. I'm stubborn,
But
so
you just got cool.
I'm stubborn, so I didn't know how to say sorry there and then. So I was just like, because I felt like, fuck, I fucked up. But I got in my car. I've messaged George after, like, but let me go back a bit. Fabian's like, nah, it's done. It's done, whatever, whatnot. I'm like, oh, whatever, cool. Didn't say sorry. I should have said sorry as I'm an older pro. I should have been like, you know what? I'm wrong. I had a stinker. My brain was frying. I should just leave it. But I didn't say sorry. Got in my car. I phoned George out. So what we're saying is that you're not going to train on the Tuesday. We train Tuesday. You're not going to train Tuesday. You stay away from the camp. I'm like, Then I've got like an email sent through. Check your email. And I've checked the email and it's like, yeah, we're going to terminate your contract, whatnot. But I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. There's kind of steps to this. Like, how did you just terminate my deal for that? Like, I don't want to have to go to the PFA and start going down that route and messing you up. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, in a nutshell, I heard something. I don't know if this is correct. You can't really hold me to this, but he said they're friend from school, so they go way back, and they obviously the owners are Kettering now. George is the owner. He's like the I can't remember what he is in it, but obviously he was so determined to get rid of me, like sort of thing. Then I was like, "Raw, why are you so onto me to get rid of me? Like, I'm your main player. Like, why are you so onto me? It don't even make sense." But anyway, he's just pushing me out. So I've took it upon myself and gone to Kettering, and I said, "Listen," and I think that the players respected it because they respect me, the players and everyone. And I've kind of, like I said, I should have a statue there so they respect me. So I swear down, I'm not even joking. So I've gone there and I've basically said, like, cool, I'm sorry to the lads. I've said, I'll get you all together. I said, sorry, whatnot, whatever. And then Fabian's like, oh yeah, there's some players that are not going to be here, but I could just tell he was still off, even though I pulled him aside with the gaffer, both of them, and said, listen, apologise for how I moved that day.
You have actually apologised.
I apologised. I went there, even though they told me not to turn up for training, I still turned up and I apologised, trained. And then I was thinking that's kind of a big step for me to do that. But they've eventually got rid of me. I played one more game for them. They've got rid of me, whatever, whatnot. And then I feel like it was Fabian what kind of pushed it more. I got nothing against Fabian, but he was trying to push me out the door. I don't know why. Don't hold me to this, but I feel like it leaked or something, but I heard something like, if he stays, I'm leaving, sort of thing. So it was like, George had to kind of pick it, like, do you know what I'm saying? He had to kind of be like, my friend from school or Nile? Yeah, I got to get rid of Nile, basically. But I put out when I left, what Whitey said, under 16s, because he only had 2 caps of Barbados. Like, I feel like he wanted to play longer or whatever, be involved more, but I feel like he only played 2 times for Barbados under 16s. So you can't really tell me I played for Newcastle, appearances, like all of these clubs, and you can't really say nothing to me, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was just me just being a bit of a wanker, to be honest. But I felt like you lot got rid of me when I was doing well for you. Top goal scorer of the league, sort of thing. So it felt like a kick in the teeth.
One more game and then they got...
One more game and I was like, they got rid of me.
How many contracts have you had terminated?
How much time you got? Because...
But have you ever left of your own accord or been sold, or have they all...
Newcastle, kind of. But with Newcastle, it was like, one thing happened, then the next thing... I knew I was the main youngster at Newcastle, but it was like, one thing happened. I don't know what it was, but after one thing happened, the next thing would happen, the next thing would happen, the next thing... And I was like, am I fucking... What's the word? Jinxed or whatever, because it's like, I'm actually trying to get in on time, wake up. They had a guy waiting for timekeeping, waiting outside.
You lost me a tenner today, you know, by the way.
Oh, sorry, was I late today? On
said,
camera, I was a bit late today, but...
They were saying you definitely won't be here on time. I put a tenner on the table. He's going to be here on time. Change, man.
Yeah,
it was parking.
40 minutes late.
Crazy parking, sorry, but it's always an excuse for me, innit? But I was a bit late.
I mean, when did it all start? You know, because the thing at Crystal Palace, how old were you when you were at Palace with the kit?
Going back to like 12, maybe 13.
What was the crack with the kit? Did you?
That was Southampton.
Southampton.
Palace got rid of me because of school. I didn't know they would contact school. They contacted the school, found out all the shit I was doing in school. they just gave it to them black and white. Yeah, he's being bad. He's been permanently excluded. We're thinking to do this and that. Like, he causes trouble all the time. They were like, showed me a letter, showed my mum. Yeah, it's done.
What kind of
you
shit
can
were you
piss off.
doing at school? Like, how bad was it?
Wasn't bad. I wasn't a bully. I bullied the bullies, so I wasn't a bully. But it was more like I was just ants in my pants. Couldn't sit down. For like, if I sit like academically, if I knew there was a test coming or something, I just couldn't sit down, and it was like ants was in my pants. Literally, I swear to God, I couldn't
It's not
sit
just
still.
normal. It's just
I just couldn't sit still when it come to PE,
actually in my
PE or doing sports. Yeah, I'm behaving, I'm ready. But
Yeah.
see, when it come to okay, we got a test and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't
What would
do
you do?
this.
Just deflect by being disruptive?
Just disruptive and class clown sort of stuff. And then, so when people say, "Oh, you're bad," you'd think I'm smacking guys over or doing some shit. I'm not doing that. I'm just like disruptive, like maybe throw something at someone and just disruptive.
Because I mean, there is a lot of stories out there about you, so it's good to get to speak to you to see,
Yeah, no, of
see
course.
what's true and what's not.
Yeah, no, of
But
course.
there's a one here about the 11 weeks in a young offenders institute for armed
Street
robbery.
yeah.
What was it?
So basically, football wasn't. So after Palace got released, I went back to Broadwater Farm. Even at Broadwater Farm, like, it got so bad. I was even, like there'll be players got decent phones and that. I used to take phones from my own play. Like, it got bad. Like, I used to, for my teammates taking their phones and shit and then
Selling it.
selling it, because there was a guy at I never forget his name, Pino, Finsbury Park. I don't know if this could get me in trouble. Who cares? Fuck it, man. Let's just do it. Anyway, I was a mine anyway, and I got sentenced, so it doesn't matter, I guess. But he used to go there and he used to sell phones there for like. So do you remember 62? Oh, what's the
Nokias.
phone? Nokia 6230i or something like.
It's a good phone.
It was a good phone back then.
Got a
But
ringtone and all.
I heard you can get £150 for it. So I'm like, oh my days. Blocked, not blocked, it doesn't matter. You bring that phone to us, you get £150. And this was so many, I was 15. So I was like, that's the aim, to get that many phones. D900, I don't know if you heard of D900 or Samsung. Any of them phones, 180, 150. I was like, yo, if I keep taking phones and doing this, I could kind of just get, but you know what? I come from a good home, so I didn't need to do it. But
Is there any discipline though? I think majority, I don't know, room think about nicking a phone for get a few quid. I'd think about I'd be thinking about the repercussions.
But you know what's mad? We call it a gino. There's a way I used to do it, like where, for instance, actually with that street robbery one, it was straight savage mode. Me and my mates went out and we was just savage. Everyone would get it. And I feel bad. I always say it. I've said it in podcasts before. Women, I've stayed away from women, but I witnessed women getting their bag taken, everything. It was just rotted. Like, it was so raw, and I was just like, raw, this is bad. And then we'll just keep going and just taking each person we see whilst we're running down the road laughing, we'll get it. Does that make sense?
Is there a group here and you just basically robbing
people?
Yeah. And this was like when my football wasn't really working out. I still love football and play it, but I was like, that's not guaranteed. Let me just do something what's kind of getting me money for now. Like, it's nice to just get £150 cash for just a phone was blocked, not blocked. You know what I'm saying? But
And what would you do with 150 quid as a 15-year-old? What would you do with it? If you
probably
nicked
buy
five-
it. Probably if you got 5 of them, 6, 10 of them, so you had 10 of them, you would buy the latest trainers or buy the latest tracksuit and be in with the. Do you know what I'm saying? It was one of them ones, but my mum would be like, that's it. Police are here again. Yo, that's it. If police turn up at my door again, because they put me in a tag, and with this tag, because on that case, they put me in a tag, a curfew, 7 to 7, so I couldn't leave until 7 a.m. and I had to get back for 7 p.m. basically. But with that case, everyone was getting it, and then got arrested, and then was on bail for a bit. Street robbery serious though. They don't. But then the judge looks at it and says, "Cool, they're still minors, so we're gonna hit them with something, but we're gonna let them have a chance to rebrandish them." So like, because I had in that time when I was on bail for however long, Southampton signed me. Do you know what I'm saying? Then Southampton was sending letters to the lady at the lodge. I never forget her name, Jules. All the big players. Have you have you interviewed anyone from Southampton? Like, there's Gareth Bell just left. There was the Leon Best. There was the Bradley Wright Phillips, Nathan Dyer. Who else was there at the time?
Walcott.
Dids, McGoldrick. Walcott left with Bell. But in that lodge, I was living in that lodge, and then they basically letters, like solicitor. Whilst I was on Bell, solicitor letters was coming through, and she went to. Remember, I mentioned Dave Hockaday. She went to Dave Hockaday, and Dave Hockaday was like to me, "Is there anything you want to tell us?" And I was like, "Nah, nothing, Dave. But I'm never gonna go shoot myself in the foot and say I've got a whole street robbery case at Southampton. This is my chance to kind of shine, and do you know what I'm saying?" So it was one of them ones. But he was like, one training session just pulled me away and was like, "Anything?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "What about police?" And I was like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "Yeah, Dave, listen, because I was scared to say anything because just in case you might get rid of me, and this is my chance to kind of change my life and my family's life, sort of thing." And he was like, "You're so stupid. You should have told us from the jump. We're here to back you. I'll help you." I was like, "Rah," that just gave me a little spring in my step. Like, oh my days, I didn't know you would stick by me by this. You know what I'm saying? But so I signed £90, £95 a week, first year scholar. Second would have been £110, I think, or 115, £20. Can't remember. Just so many years ago, can't remember. But
And you're in the digs. How's your behaviour and lateness and?
I
You
got
get
kicked
this
out of
extra
them
chance,
digs.
aren't you?
I got kicked out of them digs. Some of the older players, I don't really want to say names, but some of the older players was like, they will go out, and some players from the lodge, including myself, will sneak out and go out with them. And Jules, like I said, I hope she's all right, Jules. I don't know. Been many years, but she used to look after all the kids in the lodge. She noticed I was sneaking out and doing these things as well. So it was tough. Like, I was like the rebel in the lodge. But also, when it come to crunch time on the pitch, I was the man. So it was kind of tough. It was like, oh, we know he's good. Then I ended up going to prison, obviously. After then, Dave Hockaday said, we'll help you. They gave me a nice, what's the thing, when you need something in court, like a
Or reference.
reference. They gave me a good reference. The judge looked at me like, that reference don't mean nothing. Remand into custody. I was like to my cousin, what does remand into custody mean? I was young. I was like, but it didn't sound like Bell, put it that way. So it just sound, he was like, remand into custody. He was just, because he's more like savage. He was like, we're going jail. I told you we was going jail. I was like, we're going jail. That day I cried like a baby. I don't care. I can admit, I was like, I can't believe it. Crying like a baby. I was downstairs. My cousin was like, what's this crying going to do? Just man up, man. You're going jail. It don't matter. Nothing you can do. We're going prison. And I'm there like 15. Got Southampton there. They said they'll stick by me. The whole academy director come to see me on a visit and said, listen, you can't stay in the lodge no more. You're going to be put in your own flat with your mum. But then I was like, wait, you're doing that for me, so I must be getting a pro contract. Have to be getting a pro contract if you're doing all of that. Yeah, come out and then started acting an idiot again. Stealing the kit. I took everyone's kit from Southampton. So when I come out, they said we could take a few bits. I took everyone's kit, the boots, the old kit woman's chocolates. Like, it was ridiculous.
Was a lot of it, because you said you talked us through your contract, 90 quid, 100 quid. Was a lot of it where you think, all I need to do was nick a mobile phone?
Yeah, no.
And I'm getting...
At that stage, when I was at Southampton, them phone thing stopped. It actually stopped.
Right.
But it was too late. I had already had the case. So I had a whole case happening. Once I got into that football world of actual, like, there was a championship at the time. And I was hearing things like, oh, you might get a first team. I'm 15, I might get a first team, be involved with it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Once I heard that, and I was in that setup, them days were done.
And did you say you still... chocolates?
Yeah, the kit woman, the old lady's chocolates. I had to even put that in the black bag. Like, I was just moving.
So what they've said, right, end of season, you can take a few bits.
Exactly.
And you've gone, I'm fucking having a lot.
I said, me, a few bits. You couldn't have told me that. I took everything, literally everything. I remember packing the boots and I looked at the chocolates like, Roses. You know Roses chocolates, the
I
blue
think
pack.
I'd have been tempted myself.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I
Not a kit
said,
lady.
I don't need these chocolates, but this bag's so full. You know what? Put it in this bag, and I tried to park off the bag in there was trees, like, I knew where I put the spot because I put like an empty Lucozade bottle next to it because it was like
George
there was
Wyndham
treat.
guy.
I was proper ready for it, and then the next day, it wasn't. The bag was gone
So you've hid them to go back and collect them
the next day because we was told we can take things, but not as much things as me. But then obviously,
So you know what you've done wrong. The fact that you've stashed it.
100% because I put the Lucozade bottle was nearly finished near it, so and walked away like,
X
all
marks
right,
the
that's
spot.
that's me. And I've gone back like in the morning, like, okay, cool. After this is our last session today. After this, I'm just gonna get my bag, get in the car, and go back to London, that sort of thing. But
What
the
are you
bag
gonna
was
do with it
gone.
all?
Give to my friend. This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm silly. Just give to my mates and shit.
They're Shearers
Silly.
then. They're Shearers boots.
Yeah,
Laetitia, they're Letitia's. Goals in them.
yeah, that's madness.
And how did they find out? And
So a caretaker sees everything. He's a caretaker. Because bear in mind, I've gone in there the next day, I've checked, it's not there. I'll never forget a player called Kane McLagan. He was like up there with the youngsters. He had a pro at the time, everything. He had a car, he was like the first to drive out of everyone. And I was like to him, hey, you saw a bag there? I said, Kane, did you take my bag? Like, I'm like, bro, if you took my bag, I'm gonna scratch your car up and that. And he's like looking at me like, what bag? Like, and I'm getting onto all the players like going bonkers on them. And then it's like, wow, the caretaker took it. Anyway, in a nutshell, after that, like during the summer off season, I've got a call, my agent's got a call saying, listen, we know Nile took the bag or whatnot. He's suspended until further notice. Then I had a meeting. And once I did that meeting, they was like, we'll let you know. I was like, I'm sorry, like I just wanted to bring back for my friends. I was just honest. And then they were like, no, you took it too far. We've been by you through prison, this, that. When's it gonna end? So then basically, yeah, on that journey back, my agent's got the call and he's like, yeah, we're gonna terminate his contract. That felt like I was in hell because it was like, so what does this mean? Do I have to go back to doing dumb street robbery, these things like to make money? Even though like I come from a good home, I didn't need to do that. It was more like, is that what it's gonna come down to sort of thing? But then it weren't that. It was straight like Swindon, the Newcastle, like, do you know what I'm saying? It was madness. But hearing them words, because he put it on the loudspeaker, it was like, yeah, it was terminating his contract. And I still didn't understand what termination meant at that time. Do you know what I'm saying? I was so young, I was like, what does that mean? But I saw my agent's face when he said it, them words, we're terminating the deal, wish him all the best. I knew from wish him all the best. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at like people getting onto you to try and keep you on the straight and narrow. Like, what was the agent saying? Surely, I mean, you're 16, 17 here at Southampton.
No. Yeah, 16.
So you
Going in
think
17.
you're getting your contract tournament at Southampton. Surely somebody's on you going right now. Come on, man.
Of
You
course,
can't be doing shit like this.
Everyone, but I just didn't listen. I swear to you, from young, my mum has been in a meeting with every club I've been with throughout my Newcastle career. Chris Hooton, she sat in the office with Chris Hooton, like Chris Hooton saying, "Tell your friends to go home." I'm sitting there in the office like, if they go home, I'm going home. Rip my contract up. My mum's looking at me like, she's actually blinking at me like, I can't believe this is my son. Like, because what type of lunatic says that?
And what's the reason? Like, do you like football?
Yeah, I love football. But
I'm just trying to work it out in my head, like
I
the
love
thought
football.
process.
I love football, but I think a manager said to me one time, Niall, like, you got a missus? Just get your missus pregnant, and then I'm sure a kid was just sort you out, Niall. Like, I was like, well, you're telling me to have a lunatic like me to have a kid, like, but maybe that would have, because I got a son now, so, and it's kind of, but even if I didn't have my son, thank God for my son, but I feel like at 8, when you get older, you mature a bit. I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but them days, a 19-year-old, big Newcastle contracts and that, and it wasn't even that big of money, like, compared to what I've seen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you think you always had it in the back of your mind that you could go back to street robbery? Absolute worst case scenario, if football's over, I can still go and do that and make money.
Nah. That is tired. That's for clowns. What are you going to get from a phone? At that 15, you think, yeah, phone is the thing, but 35, robbing phones, that'll be...
I mean, sort of 18, 19, 20, you know, when you're getting
Maybe,
shit, then you think, well, I can go back to that and make some money anyway.
Maybe, or if I'm honest, I don't want to put no one in it. I've had friends. I've grew up in a crazy kind of environment, so I've had friends doing this. Could have been something else maybe. I don't want to talk too much into it, but I could have been, yeah, let me start touching that, basically.
Would you say you were the instigator of this, the trouble and stuff when younger, or were you easily led? Where it's
Easily.
like, come on,
That's
let's go.
perfect what you said, easily led. Because I'll literally be like, I'll be on my football stuff, then someone I know was like, hey, I remember my first arrest was a school. I just finished football and my cousin said to me, hey, listen, they got projectors in this school. We're going to go there now. And I was like, you know when you have the angel and the devil on your shoulder, like, go home, get on this bus and go home. Actually, let's see what that school's saying. I went with the C, let's see what that school's saying. Gone there. Just my luck, when I've been watching outside for like 45 minutes. Guys coming in and out of the school, in and out. When I've gone in there now, I've wiggled my body like halfway in and I'm like, I've heard like CID, they call them, undercover. So I've heard like a door go, like, you know, you've heard it, and I'm like halfway in, I'm like, that didn't sound right. I've wiggled myself back out. And then I'm ducking, I can see like lights, like, you know, like the CI undercover police, like I see, I'm like, oh shit. I've tried to climb out the other gate, got over the gate now, and then my hair was out, so I've tried to tuck all my plaits in at the time and just start walking down some road, like, but then police had just come down and they're like, hey mate, do you know where you're going? And I actually didn't know where I was going. So they stopped me and they're like, where was you off to? I was like, oh, to my cousin's house. Where did your cousin live? Down there, like, and I'm just waffling at these times. He's like, all right, mate, we're gonna have to stop you, put the handcuffs on me. They're like, listen, we got beliefs that you was in that school, so you're under arrest. I said, oh, can you ring? First time we're in arrest, I said, can you ring my mum? My mum said, listen, ring someone else. Locked off the phone. Like, yeah, my mum's savage, but is what it is, innit? You don't want to hear your son's getting arrested and stuff like that.
So, like, when you got the call from Newcastle,
Yeah.
you must have been like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, no, 100%. It was Dennis Wise. Dennis Wise has actually phoned me because after Southampton said, see you later, my agent said to me, his name's Nick Rubery, I'll never forget, he said to me, don't worry, there's going to be bigger and better things. Then he tells me Swindon's want me. I'm like, that's not bigger and better, Swindon, like, they're below. He's like, go there pre-season and you're going to really know that stuff is going to happen. I've gone there, it feels like the same thing as the college program when I went there for a little bit and then got signed, didn't even start the season and got signed. So I've done a little pre-season with Swindon, scored an overhead kick, this and that in the lodge. I'm basically in digs. Then I never forget, there was another player, you know Sean Morrison for Cardiff? Yeah, he was like to me, he was in the same digs as me, he was like, Nile, because I got the call after the overhead kick from Dennis Wise, just randomly. And he's like, you're coming to Newcastle? I'm like, no, I'm not. I like it here. I like it at Swindon because I started getting comfortable at Swindon.
So had you signed a contract with Swindon?
No, I didn't sign.
So you just like
their pre-season.
Yeah.
At the time, Dennis Wise phoned me, and I'm like, "How the heck is Dennis Wise on my phone? Like, how have you got my number? How is this happening?" I was like, "You know what? Nah, let me just try Swindon. I'm comfortable here now. I'll break in through the first team and do what I need to do." Then my agent was like, "You'd be stupid not to drop your stuff off tomorrow at training and we head up to Newcastle. You'd be stupid." Because I was like, no. Then I was like to Sean Morrison, "What do you think?" He was like, "Bro, you'll be dumb not to do that." Drop my stuff off. I felt so bad because I had a good pre-season with them. I had to drop my stuff off, literally, without saying anything. My kit, got in the car, my agent, just gone.
To be fair, nobody can begrudge you that.
Huh?
Nobody can begrudge you doing that, I don't think.
Yeah, but the way I felt at the time...
I'm surprised you didn't take it with you, to be honest.
Yeah, trust it.
And fucking Sean Morrison's boot.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. But I was like, you know what? I was trying to change my ways from that time then. I'm trying to change that. And then I'm like, rah, going to Newcastle, do I want to do this? Gone home quickly to London to explain to my mum the situation and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, I went up to, Keegan was there at Newcastle and all that. So I've gone up to Newcastle. And then
your reputation as a young lad must have been through the roof. You know, everything that's gone on. I mean, it's been a whirlwind up to now. You know, going to youth prison and everything, and then getting released from Southampton, and then you've got. But your reputation as a young player.
I'm waiting for
Dennis Wise to ring you.
I'm waiting for Netflix to right now to give me a flipping contract because my story is serious, bro. Like it's madness. But yeah, Dennis Wise on the phone, flying up to Newcastle, dropping the kit off. It was just all madness. Like it's so fast. It was happening, and I'm so young. Do you know what I'm saying? And it didn't make sense. I'm like, why do you not want me? Why? But I was really good. I'm really good up to now, like, but I'm old now. But it's like, it's because you're a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. But when it's happening, I'm so young. It's hard for youngsters. And I feel like I can't lie, I feel like I've helped youngsters what are going on now, because they're like, do you want to be like Nile Ranger? That Nile Ranger was talented and then he just started messing her. So I kind of ages to say that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Truthfully, mate, I was a fail when you hear that. When people say, "Do you want to be like Nile Ranger?"
You know what? I'm not the best role model, not at all. But I'm a role model in a way, because it's like you have so much talent, but you just didn't lock in. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that makes me feel. In a way, it makes me feel. It's a bittersweet. Is that the word? Bittersweet, because it's like I'm that guy. So people know me for that guy. They don't say, "Oh, do you remember Adam?" They say, "Do you remember Nile Ranger?" He was that youngster what kind of messed around, but I can help youngsters. I actually want to help, if that makes sense, and I can kind of be a mentor for because there's people that go through things and players that probably go through things. Football isn't everything, so I can help them, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, it's just a blueprint of what not to do in it.
Yeah, you got to own your stuff. I can't lay him like, you made your bed. What's the saying? You made your bed, you got to lie in it, but you can't just lie in it and I'm never gonna do that. I'm always gonna try and, you know what? I've been in these high places. I've played Premier League. I've actually done these things what people dream to do. People cut their right leg off or left leg off. Maybe cut a bollock, like their fucking cock off. They'll cut their cock off to fucking. I swear to God, they'll cut their cock off, and the cock's important. They'll cut their cock off to say, let me just touch that St James Park pitch just for 1 second. I'll cut my cock off for that. Like literally, people will do that, and I've lived it and done it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I gotta just, as much as there's times I have regrets, it's like, nah, you actually done it. You didn't get effed off because of your ability. You got effed off because of your own doing. And that makes me think, I was really doing well.
But does that not emphasise it more when you think about that somebody had cooked the cock off, like you said, and you had that and let it go?
Like I said, I have the regrets with that one, but then I think if I just lay with these regrets, I'm gonna have no hair left. I'm gonna have nothing whatsoever. I'm just gonna be
full of regret.
That might be dreams. That's dreams. But obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna let it stress me out. I'm just gonna get on with it.
A quick break, gents, from one of our favourites. The creme de la creme of VPN services.
NordVPN.
The best in the business. If you don't know what a VPN service is, it allows you to bounce your location anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world.
And where have we been lately?
Swindon.
We didn't need it in Swindon, but we did need it in Dubai.
I did need it in Swindon because I went on the hotel Wi-Fi.
Scandinavia.
Yes, because that's another thing about NordVPN. Security, absolutely unbelievable. And when you go in on those,
you know, the
what's
hotel
the word?
Wi-Fi's.
Just go with that.
Everybody can get involved.
Yeah.
Public Wi-Fi's.
That's your boy.
Security. No, none of them hackers get into your bank details, your passwords. No.
I'll tell you what I'm watching at the minute. Obviously, I'm going to, on my honeymoon soon. I've started watching Dominican Republic, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's going to be times where she's getting ready and that. I'm going to be watching the telly.
You've seen all the millionaires over here.
Yeah.
So now you've gone on Dommy.
I'm on Dominican Republic ones at the minute.
Well, that's the thing. You can bounce your location anywhere in the world. So even if you're in the UK and you want to watch Dominican Republic Millionaire, you can get it on over here. Just bounce your location over to
I can watch anything I want, Chris, from around the world because I've got NordVPN.
Sports, series.
Millionaire.
Cut the tosh, lads. What is the script? Do we have an offer?
Of course we've got an offer because, as under the Cosh listeners, you've just got to follow the link in the description and you get a heavy discount and, get this, a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, get your money back.
That's why they're the goats for me. Thing is, you must have been flying at Newcastle to even... What age group did you sign for?
I was about 16 still, so that'll be under...
Under
I was
17s.
going for my first year... No. Because I had first year scholar at Southampton. I'll be going for my second year.
Right.
But they gave me... The way I dealt with that trial, I think that was a trial Newcastle one. I was flying, scoring like hat trick. Keegan's watched the match. I like that boy with the gold teeth. I want him
Gold
up here.
teeth at 16.
We haven't even started on the teeth yet.
Yeah.
Where did they
Three
come
gold
from?
teeth. I follow fashion. I was following my friends. I want to get rid of them now, but I don't even know if it's going to be green underneath there like right now. Who knows? But I've had this one at the top when I'm 16. I used to all put foil on it. You know, like foil.
It's in foil.
To see what it looks like.
Just inside of a Milky Bar.
To see what it looks like before I get it. Like, and I'm in the mirror like, and I'm like, this looks alright. I might get it. I can't really talk for the tattoos on my head and shit, but that was later on. But the gold teeth, I got that at 16.
What a gold tooth here. There's 3 Nokias there.
Yeah. 3 Nokia's gold tooth.
I'm going to say it again, like, for Newcastle United, a 16-year-old turns up with gold teeth and all this has gone on and they just look at it and say, forget all that. You must have been good.
To then progress into the first team as well. That's what I was going to say. From second year, you must have still been doing well
I was doing my stuff
to get in the first team.
I was doing my stuff and I knew I smashed that child. A week later, I'm thinking I might get a scholar. Who's put... his name's Richard something. He was bald head. Richard... He was at Luton. You lot might know as well. He went Luton for a spell. Anyway, he was the academy director. He was like, listen, I'm going to give you a 2-year pro. I was like, you're going to give me a 2-year pro? What does that mean then? So you're going to get a 2-year pro. We're going to give you 10 grand. You're getting 20 grand. I'm hearing 20 grand. I'm like, fuck.
What, a week or signing on fee?
No, signing on fee. 10 grand 1 year, 10 grand the next year. And you're going to be in the first year, 750 a week. And I'm like, I'm looking at a guy who's like my brother, like, oh my fucking days. Did you hear that? Like, did you hear that? Like, them robbery, all them, they're finished. After that, played another game. Keegan's making me train with the first team. I'm training with Milner's. What's the guy at Marseille now? He's the manager of Marseille. Habib Bey, I think his name. He was there. Nzogbia, Owen, Mark Viduka. I think Smith was there. There's so many players. I'm looking at them like, and I'm with them. Like, there was a set. Andy Carroll's there, like, and he's like the youngster kind of thing but he's really in with the first team these times. Like, he's like that youngster was in with the first team.
Did you fit in that environment?
Did I fit in?
Yeah, with these Newcastle United
I feel like
players,
I'm a
Premier
likeable,
League players.
I feel like I'm a likable character in it, so they kind of just they liked me out of the youngsters because they could see I'm raw. They could see like Jose Enrique loved me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even up to now, I've wear the same fragrance because of him. It's been like 15 years plus. Like, he's like, see this, my friend? This one here, this one is the like, and from this, even now, I've rinsed that same fragrance. I ain't changed.
What is
Jose
that?
Enrique. I can't be. I'm a gatekeeper. I can't. It's Chanel.
I can't share the
It's
secret.
Chanel, but I can't have everyone smelling like me. Chanel with a mix. It's Chanel with a mix. You gotta guess the Chanel. You gotta go into the store. You gotta go into the store and guess. But
You want the pussy? Spray.
but I'm telling you, when people you smell lovely, you smell. I'm like, this is my smell. I ain't changed it for like 15 years plus. Swear to God.
What are your living arrangements in Newcastle?
So
When you first went up, did you get digs or?
yeah, so I went in digs with a guy called Glenn and 2 Irish lads. I don't know if you heard of Shane Ferguson. He played for Mill left back. It was me, him, and a guy called Mick. And them 2 come from Ireland, and then it was me. But I was living with Glenn. But he was so strict, Glenn. Like, he'll be like, all right, 10 o'clock, you lot got to go to bed. Da-da-da. I'm like, 10 o'clock bedtime. I can't lie. That was my best I was playing when I was going to bed earlier and all of this playing wise.
Good for you.
It was great for me. Not just good, it was great. I was playing to my bit. I was playing so good. My football was outrageous. But then I hated it though. Glenn, if you watch this, no disrespect, the food. I couldn't do it. The food was
Good lad. Fucking
there were
shit
some
cup.
little ones who eat, like, you do a little some food, but there was some food like, oh, I can't eat this. I can't wait to just start driving and just go and get some chicken and chip or something around the corner, a cod and chip or something, because I can't eat this. I was forcing it down that time. Sorry, Glenn, if you're watching, but I had to force it down. But it was horrid at times. But to be fair, I moved on quick. I said, cool, I need to kind of move. I'm not happy at where I'm staying like that. And I was causing a bit of trouble at the digs sometimes. But I respect Glenn. He's a good guy.
What
But
kind of trouble? What?
just like he would have problems with me staying up late. Like it wasn't even trouble, but it was annoying to him because he would say bedtime, TV off, everything off. I'm a man where I don't know how you lot do it at night time. Even up to now, I have to have the TV on to go to sleep. I can't sleep without TV on. I need background noise. Like if I'm in pitch black darkness, I can't sleep. Like I need to actually have a bit of background noise, even if I put Friends on. Like, you know, Friends or Family Guy or something, just
Something you're familiar with.
something I could just be like, yeah, I can just doss off to this one and just conk out. That's what I like, innit? But he was like, TV off, you can't be on your phone, 10 p.m, everything's shut off. I felt like I was in jail again.
When did you discover the Quayside?
Kind of early-ish, I'm not going to lie to you. I had one night, I was homesick from Newcastle. So, like I said, at the first place I was at with Glenn, he was like, you need to start going home. You can't manage these trips going home every weekend. Like, I was like, yeah, but I need to go and see my family and I want to. He said, you can't do it every weekend though. And I was like, you know what, I agree with him because when I was on that train, I was like, bro, this is long. Like, this is too long. 3 hours there, 3 hours back. It was just got so long. And then when I moved to Brad's house, my friend called Frank, do you know Kazenga Lualoa? Kazenga, if you heard of him, Frank Rafi Dankwa, he had a family, he had a whole, because he's Dutch, he had a family, and I was going there, him, Brad's house, his house, I was just mixing it up, and then they introduced me to a cheeky night at Newcastle, and I never looked back. I went out, and I was like, is this what Newcastle life is like? Yeah, I don't need to go back to London. And every weekend I was just like, I wanted to be out. Couldn't wait for a weekend to go out in Newcastle. I just ended up staying in Newcastle, then I got my own place. But I only got my own place because I'm popping still. I'm in the first team. Got my own place, and then that was when it just started to... It was like, what's that film, man, where the guy gets the Mike Tyson tattoo?
Hangover.
It was that Hangover every weekend. During the week, it was like that. Like, I had my friends out. It was just like... I'll wake up after that and I'm just seeing one man sleeping on the floor, next man there, next man, a girl there. I'm like, fucking...
Are you still popping though?
Yeah, I'm popping as heck. I'm the youngster. I'm the youngster who's popping at Newcastle. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I knew this, and I was like, then I got my own car. Then I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I started driving without my license for a little bit. Like, and I was like, oh shit, I don't think you're allowed to do that. But I was doing it, getting to training. No, I was trying to get my test, but I failed my theory like 13 times because I just kept guessing. But I had my BMW 18 grand. BMW 1 Series just blacked out. It was just nice. Just staring at me, and I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna drive. And I just started driving, but then I was getting good experience with the driving and all of that shit. And then I was just like, one time after a Newcastle match, after playing with the first team, an officer stopped me and he was like, where's your license? And I was like, oh, I've left it at home. And he looked at me and said, go home. Because he knew, I've seen him at Newcastle games and he knew like, yeah, this is off. I don't even know the officer, so I can't get him in trouble. But he was like, I could do you right now, but I'm not. Go home right now immediately. After that, I had my test booked for like 2 days later. I passed it, so I was good to go. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was good, man. But like I say, it was like hangover. That's how I was going every weekend. And it's so hard. It's like a fishbowl Newcastle. Like, so when you're going out, the nights out at Newcastle. Have you not been out at Newcastle?
Yeah.
What a night. What a night out. I'm definitely going to go there soon for a night out. I have to. If I'm allowed in any clubs, but you know.
What did you enjoy from a night out? The having a drink or the socialising and pulling a bird?
All of it.
So you enjoyed the drinking bit as well?
Yeah, and then I'll be honest, when I was playing first team and that, people started noticing me, and that was a nice feeling. Like, do you know what I'm saying? The birds, obviously I'm in a relationship now, but the birds were on, like, the birds, it was mad. I don't know if I could talk too much on it, but the birds were on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
They popping.
And obviously, and it's mad because I bring up my London friends and my family, they'll be like, bro, they wanted to just, they loved it. Like, and I loved that for them because they was enjoying it so much. We used to go have a drink, banter, just having a just buzz. It was just a buzz. Then we'll go back to mine, have a extra party in there. And then, yeah, it was just, that's how it got. Do you know what I'm saying?
Where are you contract-wise here? And have you made...
So
you've obviously made your debut
Yeah, I made my debut at 18 against West Brom. I remember that. I made my debut.
Who give you your debut?
Chris Hughton. Keegan didn't, but Keegan put me on the bench against Arsenal when I was 17, and I was like shitting bricks because there was a stage. I remember it was Joy Barton just come out of jail. And I remember seeing him in the lift, like he had the mop hair at the time, and I was just looking at him, but I feel like he knew my situation as well, and I didn't know what to say to him. I was like, "You right?" Like sort of thing. But I could tell he was just in his own thing, like. But I remember that game. Do you remember there was a game where I don't know if you remember? He just come out of jail, and then the Arsenal fans booed the heck out of him. I don't know if you remember that
Yeah,
one.
he came on and smashed somebody, didn't he?
Smashed someone straight away. That game, I was on the bench, and that's the game. He just come out. He smashed Nasri.
Could have been Nazareth.
It could have been. He smashed someone. As soon as he come on, he smashed someone. But that's the game. Where Keegan looked back and he started whispering to McDermott. Was it McDermott at the time?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, don't. I was even trying to look away, like like eye contact, like, and he looked back and I'm trying to look away because I don't want to play. I don't want to play. That's how scared I was. Nervous.
Which sounds unusual for everything that you've talked about up to now. You've always just been very self-assured.
Yeah.
Confidence.
I wasn't. The confidence was on the floor because it wasn't supposed to happen. Someone got injured. I was just finished training.
You weren't ready.
Weren't ready. I remember I was in the academy because there's the academy side and then there's the older side, like the pros side. There's two sides on Long Benton in Newcastle. And I think I took it to James Tavernier. Have you heard James Rangers Tavernier? I was talking with him, like we just bantering. We used to have a mad banter. And then Tomo. So Tomo was like this. Tomo. Alan Thompson. What a guy. I see Alan Thompson. If you ever watch Alan Thompson, you're a great guy. He's pulled up and he's got banter as well. He's pulled up and he's like, Range, you're in the first team with Arsenal. I was like, Tomo, stop talking shit, man. He's like, no, it's serious. You're going to be on the bench. When I'm on the bench, I'm like, oh my days, sitting there. But then when Keegan's looked back, because he was losing, he's looked back. I thought he might want to give me a little, do you know what I'm saying? But I remember the same day, he ripped him to me because I was late. You know the artillery you have? That's like looking at fucking some French writing. I just didn't know how to stick to it. And I felt pressure looking at that because I'm like, oh shit, this is pressure because I'm gonna have to stick to it. What did I go and do? I go miss the walk. There's a walk you do, like just before pre-match. You know, there's a walk you do. I missed the whole thing. I see them just walking back, and I'm there at the thing, seeing them walk back. He ripped into me like, if you ever do that again, you see that gold teeth you got there, you're gonna have to sell that gold tooth. And he went bonkers, and I was like, oh, sorry, Gaffa, like I just didn't read it properly. My bad. But still on the bench, he still looked like he wanted to play me, but I feel like he saw that look away, like, nah, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But from there, just shot off with Newcastle, man. It was just up and up and up and up.
Did you get a new contract?
He got...
Or did Shearer give you it?
Shearer gave it to me. So he left. Wait. He left. Keegan left. I don't know if Joe Kinnear... Do you know Joe Kinnear? Yeah. He might have come in then, and I was the hot youngster still. He was putting me in the squads here and there. Then he left. Shearer come in with Ian Dowie. And then that's when it just started going even more bonkers. Like, Alan Shearer sitting down with me like, listen, sign with my agent. Like, things like that. Talk to my agent and things. And I'm like, Shearer's telling me to sign with his agent. This is getting serious, you know what I'm saying? But I had an agent. I was loyal to my agent. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to do it.
What contract did he offer you, Shearer?
So Shearer...
This will be your first.
Yeah, because there was a game, Aston Villa, we got relegated to the Championship. And he was like, I was that youngster that was always on the bench here and there and all of this stuff, trained with the first team all the time. Then he said to me, cool, you're going to sign a new deal. We're going to extend your deal for a 2-year deal. I'm going to put you on $2,500 a week, another signing on fee. I can't remember what the signing on fee was. And you're going to move to so from the academy side, you're going to move up to the reserve team changing room. And I was like, oh my days, like, this is crazy. Like, this is happening now. And then he left, but I still had that. But what I did was sneaky. When he left the job when we got relegated, I've gone and said, because I'm so in the team, I've moved myself to the first team. Like, because I was always in the first team changing room, having banter with them all the time. Then I was in the reserves. But I said, you know what? A player left, I can't remember who it was. I've put myself in the first team changing room and I just done it and it stuck. I was just there like, And then we was in the championship season. I was just in the first team change room, and then yeah, we got promotion straight. We got straight promotion straight from there, like from relegation to promotion.
I just want to that Villa game because that's when Shearer and Owen fell out, innit?
I think
Because
they did.
Shearer wanted Owen to play, and Owen was like,
he
"I'm
weren't
not, I'm
right.
not fully fit." Can
Yeah.
you remember much about that?
I can remember that, but because you know when you're a youngster, you try to butt out. You don't really try to, like stick your nose in. But obviously, I remember something like that happening, and then I don't know what it was because I heard something like back in the day when Shearer was still playing that. I don't know. I can't put my finger on this, but Owen signed when Shearer was still playing, innit? I think, and I felt like Shearer had a contract where no one could get higher money than Shearer at the time. So Owen's coming on 100 bags a week, I think, or something like that. Shearer's had to get 110 bags a week, and that was his last season sort of thing. But you see, with that Aston Villa one, I'm not sure. But I know there was tension. There was a lot of tension. But as a youngster, I'm butting out. I'm just happy to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be amongst the lads. And then I went with England under 19 straight after that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I just was happy to be amongst it. But I wasn't trying to butt in. And I didn't have that. I had aura, but my aura wasn't enough to be like, what's happening? They'll just say, hey, Niall, shut up, take a seat. Listen, you stay out of this. You know what I'm saying?
That's a proper fallout, that, because they don't speak now. They hate each other now.
That's madness. That's crazy. But even now, I don't even know all of that stuff. But if I did have that aura and like, or that type of, I don't know how to call it, I would probably want to say, what's happening there? Like, but I just said, you know what, I'm happy to be a Newcastle United squad. That was me.
Heard you tell a story about Andros Townsend.
Andros, that one was mad because Andros, I've known him a long time, innit? I've known him for the longest of times, but from when he was at Tottenham Academy and whatnot, then we started playing England with each other. But you want me to get into it?
Please.
He's basically, me and him are roommates in Ukraine, so there's two players to a room. So me and Andros are with each other because we know each other, cool, whatnot. But he wasn't playing and getting in the team at the time. So it's like, he's just not, but he's a man where he's stretching at night time. He's keeping himself ready. I've played now, but I didn't play the best, I don't think. Then I'm like to Andros, like, look, just go sleep, man. Just relax. Like, just, you're stretching, you're doing all of this. Like, your chance will come. Like, it will happen. And I'm actually genuinely telling him that and I'm being real. He's like, you what? Like, did you see how you played today? You had a stinker. I don't want to play like that. I got to make sure I'm stretched out and ready. I'm like, oh my days, is that what you're firing shots like that, Andros? I'm like, cool. So I could tell there was tension because he's all the way in Ukraine and he's not playing. But the next day we've gone down for food, dry as food, pasta. It's so horrid. But he's doing like, you know, like obviously putting water in his mouth. I don't know why he's going for me though, because I'm actually on his side. Like, take your anger out on someone else, bro, because I'm not the one. I'll just knock you out and then it's just long. Anyway, he's eventually started spitting water out like from a Lucas. You know, remember that blue Lucas they bought with the yellow top, old school one?
Yeah.
Where you twist it. You twist it, yeah, that one. So he's done that and he's drinking from it and he's spitting water in my pasta. I'm looking at players. I'm like, are you not witnessing this as well? Yeah, this is crazy antics right now. And he's just doing it like, yeah, like, got upstairs now. I'm like, you can feel the tension, and I'm just not saying that. I'm like, yeah, cool, Andros, cool. We've got to the top. And then I think Carl Walker's like, there's a few players of what I can remember. And can just see Andros there. Like, I'm just on to Andros. Anyway, I've just crashed him, like, and he's just hit the bin. His head's hit the bin. Man are trying to stop me. Carl Walker's trying to stop me. All these players are trying to stop me, but the rage inside is just going mad, berserk. And then kind of just got split up, whatever, whatnot. Then he's gone to his room. I don't know if the coaches kind of found out about it, but yeah, he's gone to his room, and then I've gone back after a little while, and I'm like, Andros, look. He's like, let me stop you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just probably this being out here is getting to me, whether whatnot. Like, I know how it feels. It's like having an injury or something and you're not playing, or you feel like you can play and you're not getting the chance. It was just anger built up in it, sort of thing. But
And he was pissed off at you saying, yeah, just relax, go to sleep. Or was there anything said after
yeah, I
that
think
night?
no.
Did you just left it?
It was the fact that I said to him like, am I speaking into this properly? Yeah. It was like the fact that I said to him, yeah, I was actually genuinely saying, bro, your chance will come, man. Trust me. Like, basically. And he was just like, you don't tell me nothing. Did you see how you played today? You can't tell me nothing. But I know I had a stinker because Stuart Pearce said to me, and he was so harsh with me. I remember walking off with my headphones and he was like, take your headphones off. Took my headphones off and he's like, you shouldn't be around. You shouldn't be on this bus. You shouldn't be here. Basically, in a nutshell, he's like, you shouldn't be here. Look how you played. No movement, no nothing. You shouldn't be here. But these times, I've scored so much goals for the under-19s. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I should be here. But the way he said it to me is like, you should not be here. And that hit me and I was just on the bus like, fuck it, no, that was mad. You know what I'm saying?
Probably doing you a favour because you did say it was dry chicken and pasta, didn't you?
You done me a favour.
In spitting water in it, it's probably putting a bit of...
I can say it now, but we'll sneak in. A few players will sneak in. I don't know if well, it is what it is, isn't it? Me, Matthew Briggs, like Carl Walker, all of them will sneak into McDonald's from time to time because the food was horrid. We was going to McDonald's for fun. Like I was taking that cab to taxi to McDonald's, and the way I demolished that burger, it was like because they just got dry chicken, the pasta. It was so horrid, like. But it is what it is, man. We'll find our ways.
Would you change whilst with England? Like, were you ultimate professional? No, going out.
Going to McDonald's fucking twice a day, Chris.
Yeah, we went to McDonald's twice a day. I said, not twice. It was kind of far, but we made sure we got 2 meals in that time, like, because it was like it was madness. But yeah, nah. Would I have more professional?
No sneaking out or anything like that.
Nah, we didn't sneak out there. We didn't sneak out, but after we had the final against was it against Ukraine? I think we had, or the semis or final. I think we got to the final actually. Played Ukraine. They had some players, man. There was a player, never forget his name. I don't think he went Man City. Winger. I forgot his name. But it was such a player, like, they had some players. He went Man City for a little bit. I forgot his name, winger. Weinstein or something. I can't remember.
Vladimir Weiss.
What's his name?
Weiss?
What's Weiss what?
Was he not Polish?
Weiss.
It might have been, it was a player and he went Man City and he was taking the piss. I was like, fucking no. But obviously, after that, we've gone on a crazy night out in Ukraine. Like, we were allowed to just get on it, basically. And it's like they had a brothel. They had like a brothel in the club. Like, and certain players were going up there and I was like, do I do it? Do I not? It's been a long trip. Do I do it? Do I not? Nah, let me just not do it. And then it was just like, we just had a blast though. Like, all of us players, we just had a blast after. But nah, when I went to England, I feel like I was trying to, nah, man, it's hard to say that. I've always been unprofessional.
How often were you going out day to day at Newcastle? Like, what would be your normal week?
So Monday training, Tuesday might be a reserve game. If there's no match, because I was with the first team, there wasn't really a match for me unless I need to catch up on fitness. So after Tuesday training, there was Tuesday. We used to just go out on a Tuesday. Wednesday's off, remember? Thursday back in training. Friday training. Saturday game. So, and Sunday off. So every week, most weekends and most Tuesdays we've got.
Saturday and then all day Sunday, would you be out?
Nah. Not all day Sunday. Just Saturday, recover Sunday.
So that's not like extreme, is it?
Not outrageous, is it?
It's not outrageous, but I used to rinse it. I used to go out all the time. Like, I wouldn't miss a Tuesday. I wouldn't miss a Saturday. I'll be out.
Can you remember a time when it started to catch up on you and it started having an effect on you when you thought, I'm not...
Performance-wise, nah, I'll be honest. But going out, getting in trouble-wise, yes, it started having an effect because my friends will start knocking guys out, like, and then doing things, can't handle their drink. Then it will come back to me because they know me, who I am, innit, sort of thing. And then I'll get a case, like, then I'll do drink driving. Then that'll be another case. Then it was another case. Then there was a girl what said the rape thing situation. That was the last straw with Newcastle. That was the last straw. Like, after that, like,
wash the hands with you.
I think so, because it's like I was supposed to go on loan to Hull. Steve Bruce was there at the time. And he said Championship. They got promotion that season as well. I was supposed to go there. Pardew sat me down and said, you're not in favour. I'm not going to play you. Go on loan to Championship. Hold there. Top right now. They're doing good. And I was like, no, I want to fight for my place. He's like, nah. you can't fight for your place here. I'm telling you, go. Then I made my way out to go, and then it all come out in the paper like, oh, he's been charged with this and all of this. They cut the deal, sort of thing. So that situation kind of messed me up for quite a while when I was Newcastle. But they washed their hands of me after. That's when you said, have you ever had a contract where you've seen it through? I kind of got PFA involved, and they were like, take this deal what Newcastle are giving you, or continue with them. They gave me the choice, Newcastle, continue with us, but one more late, we terminate your deal. And then from when they was doing that, because I had a spell where Pardew said, if you're on time for 6 weeks, you'd be back in the first team. I was training with the kids at one stage, like kids half my size. I was like going to training. That's when I was going out for fun. I was killing nights out then every day nearly. Do you know what I'm saying?
How many times would you be late a week?
I was often 3 times a week. Even Chris Hooton sat me down one stage and said, don't you like your money? But it wasn't about, I actually wasn't about money. I love football. Like, it was just,
Because you're getting fine.
yeah, fine. He's like, Nile, I need to sit you down. You're playing for money, you know. You got a family to look at. Like, you're playing for money. You're not playing for free. Look after your money. Like, you're late every day. Then they had a system where £500. Then if you're late again, it'll go to £700, and it will stay at £700 for like 3 more lates. Then it'll go to £800. Then every time you're late, it'll be £800, £800, £800. Do you know what I'm saying? It would, and then it'll go up after 3 lates, £1,000. Then at £1,000, it will just keep going. It will just keep going, and then it refreshes at the start of the month. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And are you late, or are you 2,
I'm
3
late,
minutes?
and I live 5 minutes from the ground. I bought a house 5 minutes from the ground.
So
and
what
I was
time
late.
would it just, so you got to be in for 10. Is it half 10?
Injuries have to be in for 9. So if I was injured, I have to be in for 9. 10, but 10 was the time. Let's say 10. And I just couldn't do it. I'll snooze my alarm at the crucial times, and then I'll wake up at like 10.
Like 10 to 10.
10:23, like
Crucial time.
10:23, and sometimes you got to be in a meeting before. Ah, man, it was, that feeling was the worst feeling, but yeah, I used to do it regular, man.
I remember Bestie showing a video, and it was
Who? Bestie?
Leon
Bestie.
and you two were in the
Having a fight, scrapping in the
Yeah.
train. Yeah, me and Bestie used to always have them little fight. Like, we used to do it just off camera, on camera. We used to just see each other and be like, hey, and just go for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the time. Bestie's my guy.
I think he's were letting each other
Yeah,
hit as hard as they can in the arm.
in the arm, just body shots. And I had a broken, I don't know, I think I done my ankle at the time, so I just had to have a moon boot on. But even with that moon boot, I'll be honest, I call myself Havoc, man, but Bestie is a havoc, man. He can scrap. He's a scrappers. Like, I remember it was Fitz Hall. He was filming it because we used to all get on there, and he was filming it. And I was like, go on. He was just going for it, just body shots. But he won that, man. For sure. He fucking ragdolled me, bro. Bestie's strong.
Pardew good with you?
Yeah, Pardew liked me. He actually used to say, Niall, come, let's do extras, and I'll be like, he would pull me aside and say, let's do extras and do things like, but I just was like, I don't want to do extras sort of thing.
Did you have the tag as maybe like a super sub?
Super sub. I was mostly sub that season. Every game he was like, no. I knew it was going to be me.
Were you happy with that role?
As a youngster, yeah. Because I got a 1 start. Shola wasn't feeling too well against Birmingham. I got a 1 start against Birmingham. Snow happened. I was actually going to start. Snow happened. Game called off. Then Shola, Aston Villa, wasn't feeling too well. Then my chance was there to actually start. And I was like, I remember Kyle Walker being on loan there at Aston Villa for a bit. And he gave me a horrid time. The one what sticks with me is the Arsenal game was losing. And I've come on the pitch, caused havoc, and 4-4 left the pitch. R.I.P. Czech Teote, God rest his soul. But he scored the winning goal that game. And that game, all of the games I was proper doing my stuff, coming off the bench. I'll be honest.
Against Chelsea?
Scored against Chelsea, Carling Cup. That feeling, I looked at the line to see if it was offside, and his flag was down. I was like, hey, I scored against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. Madness. That I remember went out that night with my friends and that in Watford, and the bouncer was like, what? Looked at my ID and he was like, what? Nile Ranger? You're Nile Ranger? Like, and I was like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, yeah, like, but that feeling after that was like, rod, I'm getting recognition now. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a good time, man. Good times.
Did you get another contract again under Pardew?
Yeah, I did. 5-year deal. That was the big one, the 5-year deal. But I was like, let me hold back. But my agent was like, no, sign this and then see how it goes. I was like, no, let's hold back. And I should have stuck with what I'd said because I signed the deal, and then that same day was playing Liverpool. I said to my agent, let's sign it after I play against Liverpool. Let's see how it goes. I signed it, and the way I played against Liverpool, I tore Skirtle a new arsehole, bro. Like, fire, like, pause. But didn't know what train hit him that day. And I was like, you see, this is what I told you. We just should have signed it after the Liverpool game because it would have been extra something, trust me. But I signed it before, and that was it.
Can you tell us what it was? What was the contract?
10 grand a week. I was on 10 grand a week. I can't remember the signing on fee, so long ago, but I was on 10 grand a week basically. And if I started a certain amount of games, it would have doubled. So if I started 5 games started for Newcastle, my wages would have doubled to 20k. For like, it was just one of them ones. If I scored a certain amount of goals, it's so far back, but I just know it was 10k.
And would you be one of them that looked after your mates? You'd pay for everything.
100%. But I didn't. Like, I had a cousin who was like, stop doing this. He used to get onto me like, bruv, stop doing this. Because when I was at Nando's, like, I'll never forget, it was at Nando's and like my friends would queue behind me when they'll come visit me, and my cousin went mad, like, stop queuing behind him. Like, go over. And I was like, yo, stop doing that. I've got the money to pay for a Nando's for my friends to come see. Like, but he was a savage though, because he's from the road, like he doesn't like all of that stuff, innit? But he was like, bro, I don't care. I don't like it when man take advantage. And I'm like, bro, it's not an advantage thing. I want to do this for my people. Do you know what I'm saying? Any chance my friends had time to come up and flex and be in Newcastle, I wanted it. But that kind of not hindered me, but it was like Newcastle was seeing this and Chris Houghton. That's when I said to you, my mum come for a meeting and they were like, you need to tell your friends to go home so you can. And I was like, no. Because I had a mini London in Newcastle. Yeah. Like, I had my mini London. Like, I wanted it to feel like that. Until I got a missus and then she moved up. Then that's when they would come up every so often. Because once I had my missus, it was like, yeah, why's your boys here? You know what I'm saying?
There's these asleep there, there's a fucking bird there.
Yeah, the hangover days had to end. The hangover stuff had to end. But it was like hangover, I swear.
Coming in with a really important message this week, gents, because we've teamed up with Think, and it's something that matters to all of us. Drug driving. This is something where young men are significantly at risk. There's over 90% of drivers involved in fatal drug driving collisions are male, and 43% are aged 17 to 29. This summer, Think are once again running their campaign, Don't Put Drugs in the Driving Seat.
Drugs severely impact your reaction time, focus and judgment. All the important things you need to drive safely. Even if you think you feel fine to drive, drugs can stay in your system for longer than you think. Throughout the year, the police are stopping people at the roadside and testing for drug drivers. Last year alone, over 21,000 people being convicted for drug driving offences in England and Wales.
If you test positive, it will mean being banned from driving for a minimum of a year, an unlimited fine and a criminal record. That could lose you your job, increase your insurance, and make it difficult to travel to other countries. You may think it was only a little bit, but even a little bit can cost you a lot. Make a plan, skip the risk. Look out for yourselves and your mates. Leave the car at home, book a taxi or a ride-sharing app. Crash on a friend's sofa, take a walk. It only takes one mistake and you could be regretting it for a lifetime. Wherever you are this summer, think, don't put drugs in the driving seat.
Tell you what I've just seen here, and this is pure naivety. Calling the Gaffa Keegan instead of...
That was madness. I remember that day like it was 2 minutes ago. I've gone to the top end, trained with the top end lads, the likes of Milner, the Zogbias and all of that. Obviously, Keegan said to me he wanted to have a chat with me. He's like, I like you. Obviously, you got the goal. I like you. I know you got a past or whatever, but there's something about you I like. And then I've speaking to him, and as I was leaving, I was like, no, I appreciate it. Thanks, Keegan. Like, and he's in tears. Him and McDermott. Is it McDermott?
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Terry
McDermott. They're in stitches, and I'm like, oh shit, like, what have I done wrong? What have I done here? Like, but they're crying. I can see tears, and he's like, after he's got his breath back or whatever, he's like, listen, it's Gaffa. He knew I was raw, innit? I was like, oh, thanks, Keegan. Like, and then he's in tears, like literally tears. Because he understands that I don't really know, innit?
Yeah.
I'm raw, and because I don't know what to say. I was Kevin Keegan, like, I said, oh, Keegan, thanks, yeah? And he's like, in tears, and he's like, listen, it's Gaffa. Literally, I was so raw, so young, going up to the top end of the foot. I'm like, all right, Keegan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I Keeganed him off. I can't believe it. I Keeganed him off.
Did you ever get a bollocking from Shearer?
I wouldn't say I got a bollocking, but I'll say the players got a bollocking because there was a stage where we needed to stay in the Prem. And he said, if I catch any of you lot, because we had the Obers, we had all the big hitters, and they loved the night out. Oba used to park his car outside Top. There's a place called Top Club. Lamborghini, Oba 9 his plate was. He used to love a night out. So he said, if I catch any of you lot out whilst this is happening, we're fighting this battle, I'll find you half your wages and da-da-da. So players were going to Leeds and doing all little things like going out different places.
This Obafemi Martins?
Obafemi Martins. I didn't have nothing personally with Shearer. We got on. Like, I made sure I was moving correct. Shearer's a good guy, man.
We had Kevin Nolan on. We spoke about it off air, but
Yeah.
he spoke well here, and you speak well of him.
Nah, he's a proper guy. He had a special bond with me out of all the youngsters. Like, I was the youngster, like I say, but he proper had time for me. He used to sit out with me. And you know what's Nobby? Nobby's a proper professional. You know why? There was a guy who cleaned our boots. Even I'm just throwing my boots at him. His name was Neil, I think. I just throw my boots at him, and Nobby used to clean his own boots at the end. Like, he's just a professional. And I'm like, wait, who am I? I ain't had nowhere near the career Nobby's had. Like, and he takes his time out to clean his own boots. He does everything proper. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Even with Andy, like, they had a tight bond. He used to look after Andy properly. Like, he used to make sure he's like, it was just, he took time out. He used to have he wasn't big time. He used to take time out, speak to the youngsters. The youngsters felt like they could go up to him. I felt like that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit me down and be like, Niall, like, we need you now. We did. Like, he used to proper go in and give me his time.
Do you think it was a case that somebody did have a chat with you and you think, yeah, I agree with that, and then as soon as you left the building, it'd just totally go out your head?
Gone. As soon as I've left it in my car, it's gone. But I actually, when I think about it, he actually used to sit down, which he didn't have to do, and because he was getting paid, he's not gonna, like, I don't need to speak to Niall. I'm just doing that on my own because I see something in him. So he used to sit down and just literally we used to have our banter, like, proper made me feel involved. I respect Nobby to the maximum. What a guy.
Andy Carroll nicked your car?
Hey, Andy. Yeah, he nicked my car one time. This is massive time. We got promotion from championship. And I was like, I just see, like, I was in Cancun and I just see so much grands in my account. So like just over 100 grand. I'm like, what do I do with this? I remember I was at, do you know Henry Lansbury? He was on holiday with me. He was in Cancun, Henry Lansbury, and three of my cousin and my other friend. And I'm like to them, like, hey, come look at this. It's landed. And I'm seeing it, and they're like, hey, drinks on you tonight. When we're going out in Cancun, whatever. I said, yeah, cool, no problem. But I've gone and then bought a Range Rover. But when I bought this Range Rover, I'm like, pre-season starting now, and I'm like, this is massive time. Gone from a 1 Series to a Range
Passed your
Rover
test by
white,
now?
fresh. Passed my test by
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
so we're good to go. But I'm like, nah, I can't do this. So I parked like on the road far out.
Are
But-
you a bit embarrassed about it?
Yeah, I'm
what
embarrassed
the
about
lads are going to think.
What the lads are going to think, and I'm like, cool, let me keep it humble. They're still that humble in me. As much as I know that things are going well for me, I'm still humble, and I don't want to be that guy. And I know they're going to wind me up. The players are going to wind. Someone's going to do it. I've come in from doing extras out of training, but everyone's laughing at me when I've got in there, and I'm like, why are you laughing? Like, but obviously, they've probably gone in my tracksuit pocket and seen Range Rover key. So he's like, where is the Range Rover? Because I didn't park it in the parking spots, innit? So they're like, where is it? They've gone outside, they found it. Andy's parked it right outside. It's hard to explain. You see the doors of Newcastle, he's parked it right in front. So everyone's laughing at me and everyone's just running out of the change room now. I'm like, what's going on? I don't get it. I've gone out to the front and I see Chris Hughton at the front like this. All the players are laughing, and I'm just there like, oh man, like I don't know what to think and how to feel like. But my car's right at front of the thing. Chris knows that they're on a wind up because I'm the youngster. Like, was kind of popping, but I'm the youngster there, and I'm like, oh shit, how's Chris gonna feel? Even though everyone's laughing right now, I'm laughing a little bit, but it's an awkward laugh because I don't know what if he's gonna grill me or not. But Chris Hughton was quite fair with it. He's like, listen, Nile, come to my office. I'm like, hey, Andy, fuck you for this, Andy. I'm thinking in my head in the change room at the time. But it went all right because he'd gone into the office and then Chris is like, Nile, you deserve that. I'm happy for you. Enjoy your money. Enjoy it. But just don't forget to just save your money and You've done well for me last season. You can go spend and do that. You're allowed. But once he told me that, I felt so comfortable driving in. And once he told me that, the next day I was just driving in comfortably. Like felt
Pippin, not way in.
Yeah, I felt cushy. I was like, Andy, that's the best thing you could have done for me because I feel cool to just drive in and I'm all changing my colour Range Rover now and doing all sorts of things. But yeah, like that was a madness. I remember that day. Everyone's just busting up in tears. I'm like, what have they done to me? That's what I'm thinking. What have they done to me?
Like it's only a little thing that, but you getting a Range Rover.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the fact that like your conscience has got, I can't do that. It'll be big time.
Yeah.
But then somebody will try and help you and you're late 3 times a week, whatever, and you won't think, tomorrow I need to be in.
It's true.
There's a lot of stuff just gets left, and
it's like hit and miss. It's like it hits me. Like I said, people say it to me, but you know what's mad? I did know. Well, I have to be on time. I can't be late because it rubs up the players the wrong way, sort of thing. But then once I press that crucial snooze, it's game over. So and I think they understood that you got a problem. You got a problem now because it's like you're not doing it on purpose. You're not trying to take the piss, and it's followed me for my whole career. Southend, Phil Brown ripped into me. Phil Brown, oh my gosh, he loved me, but same time he was like, "You're taking a piss. I can't save you every time." Like he even changed the rules. Like with Phil Brown, he said because the players are going up to him. Now's late. What we doing? He's our main player, but he's late. He just can't keep running. He changed the time for me. So he's it's in for 10. In for 10, then we'll rest and chill. Then 10:30 on the pitch. He said, just 10:30 on the pitch. No in for 10. 10:30, I'll see you on the pitch. That's the new rule. He changed the rule for me, I feel like. What do I go and do? I can't even get to the pitch for 10:30. Then he was just like...
Thing is, that crucial alarm just moves forward half an hour.
Yeah, when you tell me that, I've set in my head now, subconsciously, like naturally, okay, so it's just get on the pitch for 10. So it's not reporting, they've got to see your face in at 10, then 10:30. It's like, just get on the pitch for 10:30. I can't do that. I'm getting on the pitch 10:30, 10:45. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's just like
11.
Like,
on the pitch for 11. You're still
just
late.
getting a gun and just shooting yourself in the leg, like really. You're just shooting yourself because it's like, I'm bending rules for you and you're fucking doing me over.
And do you get that?
I understand that, I understand it. But for me, when I know you've changed that now, I'm like, okay, I've got this much. I can get 5 more minutes. Right? And it's not worked. It's not working in my favour. Like.
Looking at that 2012-2013 year at Newcastle, obviously they finished 5th the year before. They're in Europa League.
Yeah.
And it just seems like one thing after another.
One thing after another. It was mad.
Charged with criminal damage, drink driving, and then obviously the rape allegations.
Yeah.
Another common assault.
Yeah.
It seems like it's gone up a notch this year.
That's what I said to you. I thought, am I jinxed? Because it's like, what's happening? I'm at a big club, Newcastle United. Why do I keep getting these things happen? I'm trying to behave. I'm actually trying to train well, then leave. And it's like, this keeps hitting me. Something keeps hitting me. One of my friends said to me, go see some witch doctor or something. Go see some... I'm like, no, I'm not going to... Why would I do that? He's like, honestly now, your luck is crazy. I'm like, no, it's myself shooting myself in the foot. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's myself. I've given these people ammunition. If I don't go out and cause trouble and get myself in the papers or get nicked, it's all my wrongdoings. Do you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with go get yourself checked and all that. I'm godly as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I pray to God. I pray. So I wouldn't be going to some witchcraft or witch doctor or something to go and get a reading. I'm never gonna do that. It's because it's myself. I know it's myself.
To be
Can I
fair,
ask you
mate,
about-
I'm glad you're owning it.
Yeah.
You know, you could have
You
easily.
got to own it. You can't just be in the now. Even though my podcast called in the now, you can't be in the now. Innit? So it's like you gotta be with it. And I feel like I've always been with it, but it's like I just didn't know how to. My body. I ain't got even now. I don't know what to say to you lot because it's like I don't know what made me not. Anyone would, like I said, chop the cock off to be in that position.
Yeah. And we're not the first to try and get the answers, and we're not the first
Yeah.
to hear like
Yeah.
heads blown. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Because that you've had the career. Did you play?
No, I'm orange time June.
You fucking shouldn't see me
How do
shit.
you know? Because it's not that you don't have your Christmas parties, but I feel like I hear you lot was in the paper for madness. Do you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. How did you lot do it?
I think it was a fear of the consequences.
Yeah, the
Like,
fans as well.
I'm 44.
Yeah.
Right? I've been going out since I was 17.
Yeah.
I've never once had a fight on a night out.
Yeah,
Never
it's
won.
been a smooth night.
Just if there were a bit of trouble, I'd just fucking get
Gone.
on my bike and get off.
Yeah.
Would you be the opposite? If there was something going on, whether it was your friends, family, would you be like, right, I need to sort this out, and knowing that the chances are it's you that's going to be in the papers,
Yeah.
it's you that's going to get the fines.
Yeah. I did think like that, but by then the fucking guy's on the floor, and I'm like, "Fuck's sake!" Like how
we
do you
go
even
again.
check? Can't even do nothing now. And then I'll be pulled in the office, and sometimes I wouldn't get pulled off, but I just tell my friends, "Listen, please, please, it comes back to me, not you lot."
Yeah.
And then there was times I was getting banned from these clubs. Like, I'm like, "Why am I banned? Because you're friends."
So I had a thought to myself, I tell you what, I need to distance myself from these friends because they're not helping me.
Yeah, no, I
You
hear
might
it.
like them, they're good lads, whatever, but they're getting in the shit. So
Yeah.
I'm not going out with them.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why when I got a missus at the time, they kind of saw that, and that it was like, yeah, you lot can't be here, innit? Because it looks odd. Like, I'm just with my missus at the time, and just got mates just there. Like, every so often, you lot can come up for cheeking out, cool, but you can't be here. She lives with me. You know what I'm saying? So it got to that.
Can I ask you about the arrest for the suspicion of rape?
Yeah,
because
of course.
obviously all charges were cleared,
Yeah.
but that kind of stuff sticks, doesn't it? So it's only
It's
right you have
still-
the opportunity.
Even now, it sticks. Like,
say what happened.
I'll get chance now. He beats up his wife. She said no, Nile. Like, but all I'll do is go score a goal and just go. That just me. I thrive off it. But obviously, like I say, that did mess me up.
Was you at Newcastle when the
I was,
arrest came?
I was at Newcastle, so at the time I was training with the kids quite often, and this bird, I was talking to her for a little bit, and we was just going back and forth, and I don't know if she used to work in a nightclub. I think she did, but then I used to see her out. I think she's all right. She exchanged numbers, whatever, whatnot, and then it got to a stage where I used to see her. I was like, let me take you out. These times I broke up with my ex-missus and I was just in the house by myself, training with the kids. I was like, I'm going out all the time. I can't be asked anymore, innit? Then, and this is when one thing after another. So I was with the kids training with them. I was like, I'm not training with the first team. They want to get me out of here. I'm going to go out. So we went out. We organised the night out, me and her. I dropped her home after the night out. So we got in a taxi together. I was like, cool, I'll drop you home or whatnot. We organised another night out. Done that now, because I had two phones at the time, innit? I'll be honest. One, what my missus at the time could see. One was just hidden, like, under my car, like, you know what I'm saying? I was a naughty boy. And then she said, let's go out again. We've gone out, just me and her. The second time, having drinks. We've gone to a club called Top, having drinks. I remember doing the shisha pen, smoking, like, you know the shisha pen, not shisha pen, like, vapes, that's it. It was like a vape thing. We were doing back to back, blowing it in each other like mouths, and she's dancing on me, doing all sorts. Then we've gone back to a hotel. Well, I found this out later. The hotel person said they phoned a police or something to say, but these times, remember, my name. Everyone knows me for being bad, and so they were saying, "Rah, she looked a bit drunk" or something like that. She said the person working at the reception said they phoned the police, said, "Oh, this girl looks a bit drunk, or whatnot, on like Nile Ranger." But there was no thing of it because the officer's like, yeah, and so what? What does that even mean? They're just having a night out, cheeky night out. She's followed me to the room now. We've done the deed, most positions, whether whatnot. Next day, for real,
Good
most positions everywhere, all over the room. Then, and it's nothing, even now, up to now, it's nothing against the girl. She's just wrong for what she done because it's like, you was enjoying it that night. So what? It don't even make sense. Anyway, in the morning, I woke up, I'm headache, everything. Woke up, she's not there. I've messaged her like, oh, where did you go? Like, with whatnot? Because remember, Wednesday, I'm off. It was a Tuesday night, we went out. Wednesday, I got a day off. So, messaging her, we're messaging back and forth. Oh, I just had to go do something, cool, whatnot. I think on a Friday, a couple of days later, I get a knock on my door. Like, and do you know who's at my house at the time? Do you remember a player called Marcus Maddison? I don't know what Marcus Maddison.
Peterborough.
He was a player, Peterborough. I don't know what's happened with him recently, but he was at my house for some reason. Like, playing FIFA and that. Got a knock on my door. They're like, Nile, we're arresting you for Section 1 rape or something. I'm like, phew, what? But I was a naughty boy that week. So I've had a few birds just like, so I'm like, I'm trying to put my finger in it. Like, who could have done this? But it's like, it's not making sense to me. I still can't figure it out because
You're like, which one?
Which one? Because I've actually been a naughty boy that week because I'm not with my ex-missus at the time. I'm just being ruthless. Then they've kind of explained to me, my solicitor said this one. I'm like, okay, it's that person. Then it was like, but bro, we've been texting, like, do you know what I'm saying? That's what's weird. But then after that, it's like I've come at the police station. I'm like, listen, cameras are everywhere. So I've got nicked and I'm like, can you Google it, please? If you can do that for me and see if it's out there. It was out there. At first he was like, no, it's all right, you're good. Then he was like, actually, no, I got reception. He was like, yeah, it's all over the place. I knew straight cameras, lights, camera, action when I get out of this police cell and come at the police station. And I was right, everything mad. I remember going to my house and obviously my ex was living with me at the time. She threw everything outside, like everything was outside. And I'm like, raw. I knew where she worked. She was working in Newcastle at the time. So I've gone to her workplace, left roses and said, I'm sorry you did it for embarrassing you, whatever, whatnot. After that, the case is kind of,
You front page?
I was on bail, front page. When the case started on trial, because Ched Evans went through something like that. And I remember they put him he got convicted, but I think what did he do? Where
he got it quashed in the end.
Quashed in the end, but he actually got the sentence.
Yeah.
But he actually got the sentence for it. At the time, they put him in the back of the paper just when he got convicted, at the back a little bit. And I'm thinking, rah, I'm my first day of trial, second day of trial, and my face is in just in the middle of the front page with my face like looking all savage, and I'm like, yeah, the media don't like me.
So did you get released by Newcastle?
Yeah, not released.
Well,
remember I told you they had that meeting, PFA. We had a meeting and they were saying, take this deal, this money here, or stay with us. But if you're late again, you're done.
Yeah.
Rip it up, no money, no nothing. I phoned my mum. She was like, it's up to you now. It's your career. I don't know what to say. I spoke to the PFA guy. He was like, I advise you to probably take it because I can see how they're handling you. It's not really good. So
yeah, and let's be honest, you're not going to be on time.
Yeah, you're not going to be on time
money.
probably. So let's just
snooze.
yeah, snooch killer. But obviously, I said, let me take the money. Went Swindon, but I was still on bail. Because I remember, played against QPR, smashed them. Harry Redknapp was the manager. And he said to Mark Cooper, I want to buy that, boy. I've never seen a man make, what's that guy at QPR? Noah. He's at Man City. I've never seen someone manhandle him like that. He's the strongest player I've got in my team. And that Ranger kid took him for like a bait, like just took the piss. But then he said, he's got something hanging over his head. He said, nah, no chance. Done there and then. You know what I'm saying? So that case took his toll on my career, 100%, because I couldn't.
What about on you personally at that time? Like having something like that
it was dark.
hanging over
It was darkness because it's like, even your friends at the time thinking, you've been charged with this now, like, but they took ages to charge me. They was like, I was going all the way up to Newcastle because I wasn't at Newcastle at the time. I had my house there, but they was like, basically, we ain't got enough evidence. Then my solicitor and I will be sitting in things. There was parts of the CCTV they'll show us, but they wouldn't show it. My solicitor would say, I've got all day. I've booked here all day. I've got all day to see that other part. Can you show us it? They were like, no, we can't show you that part. Because that part helps my case, where she's trying to kiss me, she's all over me. They didn't like that. They just showed the part where she looked kind of drunk walking into the hotel. They showed that part, but that's all they'll show us. But they kept saying, "Oh, we ain't got enough evidence for the CPS or whatever it is. Ain't got enough evidence. You have to come back, rebel, like 4 times." Then the final time, the crunch time, when I went back up there again, it was like, "Yeah, Nile Ranger are charging you with the." Then that's when it went in the front of the pay. It was just madness. But they come back with a verdict. So the judge said, "Listen, I want a unanimous decision from the jury. I don't want it to be like majority. I want it to be all of you lot agree to it." Like, I feel like the judge knew, like, this girl was telling fibs, man. I could tell. And my solicitor said, "She's gonna keep crying now. She's gonna keep crying now. Just bear in mind, she's gonna keep crying. It's gonna delay the case." But then I've gone into the dock for the last day when it's verdict time, and they come back within maybe 12 minutes. I thought they're gonna go out there and deliberate for, what's the word? Yeah, for ages. I will be out here for a time. Took like 12 minutes. I've gone there. They're like, "What's the decision?" "Yeah, not guilty." I was like, "So does this mean I can get up and leave right now?" They're like, "Yeah, you're free to go." I didn't even have to hear nothing. I just banged the dock, and I was just like, thank fuck for that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But one of my friends parties in Newcastle, and obviously I'm not going to say his name, but he's seen her out, and he said, why did you do all of that?" And she said, "Oh, I had a boyfriend." Madness. Yeah, I had a boyfriend, so I had to. So she's gone and done all that because she had a boyfriend. Do you get what I'm saying? Fucked up. This is what my friends told me. Messed up, but I'm not going to be the first. I'm not going to be the last. This is why players need to be on point. And after that, do you know what I started doing? I'm so black and white. I'm so honest. I would have my cheeky fun with girls after that in the future. I had to record them talking with me after, because I'll be like, "Oh, so we had fun last night, yeah?" I'll be like, "Have you got Facebook?" And they'll be like, "Yo, you know we had fun. Why are you acting weird? Like, this is a bit weird." I'm like, "No, I just want to know, like, you enjoyed last night, yeah? You ain't got a boy." Asking all the questions, and I'll just record it as that name and then save it. Then if I had fun again, I'll record it as that. I'll do the same thing. And I started saying, I can't. It's to protect myself, but I can't. I shouldn't be doing this sort of thing, but I had to do it just to cover myself. So if any girl said that again, I've got their name there. Any knock on my door saying, "Oh, I'll be like, "Listen, that name? Yeah, okay, no problem. Here you go. Here's her." I'll be honest. Here's her voice.
Loading
saying she had fun.
files.
Facebook. So wait, yeah, the case has just dropped there once I've got that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then I kind of dropped that out.
Sad though, innit?
Yeah, but you got to,
yeah.
You
No,
have
I
to
get what
get
you're
on my
saying.
A game, like, because cool, I'm having nights out. Newcastle's like like, it's anywhere in this world, actually, to be fair. But I got to make sure I protect myself, because I can't go through this again.
Lads, this is a paid ad by the unbelievable people at BetterHelp, because as men, we're typically really bad at opening up, but that doesn't have to be the case.
Certainly doesn't.
That's why we're really excited to have BetterHelp as a partner.
BetterHelp are there to provide us with the support and professionals that we need, whether it's work stress, relationship stuff, or big life changes. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience. Hold all the required education, training and certifications. This covers marriage, social workers and counsellors.
One of the best things is it's easy to fit around a routine. There's flexible ways to connect around different schedules. If you've been thinking about therapy, BetterHelp can help you take the first step. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Cosh. That's betterhelp, HALP.com/Cosh. That's mad. You see, you look at the things on your Instagram even, and your preconceptions. It was the one with a gun. You had a gun on
the
there.
gun one.
There's
the
a tattoo
Looney
on your lip, and there's the stories that are out there about you. I turned up not expecting to like you, and just to be full of shit. But
yeah, of course.
it's similar to how we were with Ravel. I think it's like more frustrated than anything. And we won't be the first, not the last, to just...
Of course.
I was especially with the gun thing, because it was a BB gun.
Yeah, BB gun.
Do you think that because of your reputation, then it's just like buzzwords for the media to jump on? It
Of
sells
course,
stuff.
but I give them the ammunition. Like, I remember taking that picture. I literally took that picture, and do you remember BlackBerry days? I put the picture up on my DP, and my family's like, get that off. But I had every Tom, Dick, and Harry on my phone at that time, so it's like anyone could have took it. But I've heard, I remember the game was going on a night out after that. I played against Chelsea. I set up Stephen Taylor at Stamford Bridge, buzzing. Walking off the pitch now in the tunnel, and Derek Lambias, that was his name. Derek Lambias, or there was another guy, man, for Newcastle. He had a bald head. He was involved with Newcastle. I can't remember his name. Anyway, they were there, coming to this room, walking through the tunnel, Stamford. I'm like, wait, is one of my family members hurt or something? That's what I'm thinking now, because it was so like, Nile coming here. I didn't even think doping or nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought, why is my team celebrating this draw right now and I'm getting separated? What's this? They showed me an article of my face with a gun like this a day before it would come out. I don't even know how that's even possible. They said, we're going to do 2 weeks' wages. Also, where is that gun now? Police are outside your house. My ex-missus was in the house at the time. I was like, I have to give her the code for my safe. I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to give my code, because that's like my secret, my safe, innit? But I had to give her the code so they could take the gun and see that it's a BB gun. But I shoot myself in the foot, my own self, because it's like, I didn't need to post that up. That's a BB gun. I remember buying it in the city centre and then just getting the aim, practice shooting, the practice thing, like, do you know what I'm saying? But because of my history, they're gonna just run with it. That's myself doing that again to my own self, do you know what I'm saying? And I heard my agent saying, someone got 9k for that. I'm like, someone sold that to the paper and got 9k. I would have fucking sold it myself for 9k. But, you know what I'm saying? But someone got 9k, I heard. Like, madness.
It's just the same as you said, Chris. It's just like frustrating, innit?
Yeah. I just learnt from it. But obviously, at the time, when you're so young, everything's going your way and you just pop in. It's hard, man. It's difficult. Did you see when you say, do you have regrets as well? Definitely. But I had a blast. I always just say it to myself. I always put that in my head. And I've made a name for myself where I can do other things. Like, and do you know what I'm saying? Always got that name where it's like, Nile Ranger, baller. Like, he's a player. Like I said, I'm not even joking. You see the Netflix thing? Hey, Netflix, give us a shot, because we can do something. You know what I'm saying? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Like, it's not actually a joke. It's like, we could do something. At my academy, I'm trying to get that going, like mentoring kids. I want to get that going into schools, colleges. I want to do positive things.
And when did that penny drop? When did you start having this?
Maybe like fucking 2 days ago, probably.
Forget about it tomorrow.
I'm joking. It's been like that for a while, but it's not been the same situation. So if I had that contract at this age, or a bit, I say about 30, flying. But when it's come at 19, they're 18, it's like, there's no guy. I'm just living my life. I'm being Nile. I didn't change from school till Newcastle contract. It was the same.
And there'll be people watching this, and I don't want to dig you out and stuff.
Yeah.
We've heard all this before.
No, but I want to be getting, like, this is what it's about, isn't it? It's an honest conversation.
You know, so now you're saying, I want to help people, I'm changed, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah.
Could you tomorrow all of a sudden just go and do something stupid? Have you got that in the locker still?
I hope not, because I've seen a lot of silly things happening. Like, the likes of, look, I can't really he's my mate, footballer, he's doing good at Baller League now, J. Emmanuel Thomas. Like, the likes of him going jail for all of these things. I'm like, that was a strange one, but he broke things down to me, and I get it. But obviously, that was weird to me, do you know what I'm saying? So players do some things where it's like, and I just hope that I can just fly straight. I hope that nothing, like, do you know what I'm saying, ever I have to get that desperate or doing something risky to get some money. I just want to fly straight in my academy, just live legit, man, and just do proper stuff. And it's possible, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely possible, God willing. But I've seen footballers do some mad things after their career. I thank God for my mum. She was like taking chunks of my money and then just doing things. I'm just itching my head like, what are you doing with this money? Like, do you know what I'm saying? She's smart. I was just live for now. So
you needed that from your mum, didn't you?
Needed that. Oh, for sure, needed that. Otherwise, it would be, I don't even know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Were you at Blackpool on
Yeah, but
150?
that was horrid.
£150 a week.
Is it Stephen? It's Stephen Davis, isn't it? Oh, you see him, what a legend. You see him, Stephen Davis. Listen, big yourself up, man. Davo, I swear to you. I played with the other Davo as well, man. At Barnsley, he was in there. Talking about his Craig Davis as well. He's a fucking other legend. But yeah, Stephen Davis, he was a serious guy at Blackpool. But they put me on a crazy deal there. 150. The first time I went there was when Paul Ince was there. $5,000 a week. Done my medical, done everything. I was like, yeah, this is nice. That I had that rape case going on. So they went quiet. And Carl Oyston, if you're watching this, I don't like you because he done me over. The Oyston done me over. He made me think, yeah, I got a good deal, whatever, whatnot. Then they went quiet on me and I was just like, why have you gone quiet? I'm phoning the Gaffa Paul Ince. Like, what's happened? He's like, now I've just got to be honest with you. I don't think it's happened. I was like, I've done the medical, everything. Number 9, I'm going to get this bonus, that bonus. It was finished because of that case I had hanging over my head. And I kind of understand it because they had something, his dad had some sexual thing.
I think his dad got
He
dobbied
went
for
to
it,
prison,
didn't he?
didn't he?
This is what I'm saying. So I understood it, but you can't make me come in there, do medical and do all these things. You should have known I had this hanging over my head. Like, so that was a kick in the teeth.
But it's still not just that, is it? It's the lateness, and you can't rely on you to turn up, work hard.
There's
the other stuff
There's
off the
that
pitch.
for sure, but I feel like that would have got me across the line. They didn't care. They just cared about ability. But the rape case, that messed me up. When I got charged for it,
Then how did you end up signing for £150 a week?
that was later on in the career. Like, there was no clubs. I took time out. There was nothing happening. I said, you get that jump up again. Like, nah, I had enough of kicking around my friends. I need to go back again, get back into it. And it was a Portuguese. Is he Portuguese?
Riga.
It was Riga. He was at Blackpool and they signed me, but it was like, take 150 a week. And I said, you know what? At 150 a week, $3,000 appearance. And I was like, you know what? Let me take it because I know what my ability, I know what I'm going to do. And you see when Dave was saying I'm the best player, I was the best player. Literally, I know I was the best player at Blackpool, but there were some players on 9, the 10Ks, but there was a lot of players on big money and I was on £150 a week.
You
Then
just saw it as an
Clark
opportunity
come in,
to prove yourself.
and I said, I'm going to do that. Scored against Mill, I done my stuff for Blackpool, but then also didn't do my stuff, if that makes sense. Because I just left. It's not about money, but it's like kind of taking the piss. He pays his animals, his pets probably more than that. So I was just like, no, honestly, even Davo felt bad for me. That petrol station one was, what did he say, the petrol station one? That's true, that petrol station one. That is facts. I've gone in there, I filled up my tank, and I think it was like, I've tapped my card or something, and it was £10 over, and I was just like, they was like saying to me, what are you going to do? But I thought I had that in the account because they said they're going to pay me. Then I saw Davo coming, I was like, yeah, he's going to sort it out for me. He's gone in there like probably thinking, what the fuck? But I got the cash and I think I gave it to, I can't remember how far, but I think I gave it to him the next day, but he covered it. That Blackpool deal was horrid. So the Oystons, no respect for them.
I was going to ask, did you start enjoying it again at
Yeah, I started
Southampton?
enjoying it again when I went Southend.
You're playing regular.
I
scoring.
was enjoying it again. Ron Martin was the chairman at a thing. He come to visit, when I had my second spell in jail, he come to visit me. I was the main man at Southend and he proper looked after me, Ron Martin. I respect Ron Martin up to this day. Like, he's like my dad, chairman in football, Ron Martin. And Phil Brown, he kind of, but I was getting older then as well. Does that make sense?
What happened at Southampton? 'Cause like you said, you're enjoying it and then you end up in prison.
I had a case what was just, it's dumb. It didn't make no sense. Like, I basically showed some guy about someone can make him money. He made the money. Then he went and said my name. But we see going to office and saying my name or something like that. They just like, Nile Ranger. This could be something like, do you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up getting nicked. I didn't even do nothing except from give someone what can make money with, and then it just messed me up. And then they gave me an 8-month sentence.
8 months?
8 do 4. So I did 4 months in Pentonville, the worst prison, the oldest prison. Did it Pentonville, cockroaches, the lot. It was shitty. But then I got something that you call HDC, and I needed to get that because I went jail in May. I needed to get that because if I didn't get the HDC and behave myself in there, I would have had to do the whole 4 months. So I got 8 do 4. HDC made me do 2 months in there and 2 months on tag outside. So when I come out, I was playing for Southend, I was playing with a tag on my foot. Madness, a mad time. It was a mad time. But live and learn, innit?
You look fitter now than
Yeah, no,
10
because
years ago.
because obviously I've been with the non-leagues, the baller league. Like I'm trying to just keep in shape. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you doing? What are you playing football for now? Then the enjoyment or the money or what?
Bit of it all.
Yeah.
It's nice because obviously me playing teams know I'm not cheap. I'm a good player. Like, and I don't just fuck it off as well. Fob it off. I actually work hard. The last team I was at was Chatham. And we nearly got promotion, but I went there and done well. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for my son as well. My son loves football. He's going to be something, definitely. I can see it. Like,
I still think there's life in the old dog. Yeah, I think you can just
yeah, of course.
get
man.
yourself
Of course.
fit.
Yeah. Of course.
Make a comeback.
I think so as well. Like, what, back in the leagues?
Yeah.
I don't think.
just
I know I
knock them
can.
from
No,
crucial.
I know I can do it, but my heart's got to be in it. It's got to make sense because full time. Like I'm actually joining the part time, like 2 days a week, just going. I could do my other stuff I'm doing full time. It's got to make sense because I'm getting more money from the non-league. Not saying it's all about money, but money helps the non-league than if I was to go full time.
Instagram questions. Did he cook the chicken that was left on his car bonnet?
I remember that Newcastle, and they put a smiley face on the
Chicken.
not on the chicken on my car. They scratched on my car, put a raw chicken, and they put on my. What's the thing that goes up when you drive your car in the garage? How can I forget that madness? But they put a smiley face on the garage as well. It's on the media somewhere, but no, I didn't cook that chicken. Cook the chicken? What? I was worrying about getting in on time about cook the chicken.
Thoughts on the True Geordie's rage clip?
I heard about that. I said Newcastle the fans need to be the 12th man, basically. Don't come and boo into the. Then he went bonkers, like, who's this pun life? Da, da, da. But after that, we actually done an interview and every whatnot after that. But he's sound, man. He's actually a good guy. He's a nice guy. And then he done another thing. Spen was that #United. I don't know if you heard of this guy called Spen. He basically said, oh, yeah, we can't take Nile because of that. And he was like, well, he backed me the other day. He was like, well, you're stupid for that because he'd be the best player you got. Like, that's a dumb thing from you. Now you're getting relegated, you know what I'm saying? And then we ended up playing them and then smacking them 3-1. But do you know
Enjoying the
what I'm saying?
podcast.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. We're doing it once a week. The In the Now podcast. It's just something new venture. Do you know what I'm saying? People have said to me, you go on everyone's podcast, you do this, you got an aura to, you should make your own thing. And it's quite fun, actually. I'm enjoying it with my mates and that. It's quite good.
Somebody asked about, did you get hit off Denise Welsh?
Who's that?
It's got to be a wind up.
It is a wind.
That's got who's Denise Welsh? That's a wind up.
We never know, do we?
Who's that? I don't know.
Some of the stories, man.
Who the heck is that, bro? Denise Welsh?
Is that for loose women, isn't it?
Yeah.
The blonde and that loose women.
Oh, they're saying she hit me? Nah, no
Yeah, I
chance.
think so.
Nah,
Good question, though.
banter.
Thanks for sending it in.
Well, mate,
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Finally
yeah?
got you on.
We're only
whirlwind.
2 questions, yeah, right?
No, there's plenty, but I'm rattled after the Denise Welsh one. I've lost my confidence.
Finishing on a loser.
Yeah,
That was a good one, man. I appreciate it, lads, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
To be
No,
fair,
thanks
mate,
for
I
your
never
time.
thought I'd come and at the end think that you were a likeable lad. I thought,
Yeah,
I said this before, the stories,
Perceptions.
That's what I said to you. Yeah, no, that's what people say. But obviously, once me, like, I'm likeable, innit? I know I'm a likeable character, but people think, this guy's a monster. But I don't blame people thinking that because of what's put out there.
No, I appreciate your honesty as well, mate.
Yeah, no, always going to be honest. Have to. That's what makes it proper, innit? It's no point coming in and just faking stuff. Like, just give it the real.
Cheers,
man.
man.
Top man.
Appreciate it.
Top man.
Thank you
top
very
man.
much.